So, if you want to boost your FPS from this to this in Resident Evil Requiem, so this is going to be a very simple optimization guide where I will showcase some of the most demanding and unstable settings of this game so you can get more FPS on your GPU and get a way more stable experience without really sacrificing much of visual quality. So without wasting any further time, let's jump into it. So the next demanding setting here is the volumetric fog resolution. As the name says, it only controls some of the fog and the smog effects in this game, like you can see on the screen right now. And this is an actually a very demanding settings. Going from low to max will drop almost 10 FPS, and the visual change and the difference is only noticeable when you stand here. So just keep this on low or very low and save a ton of FPS. The next setting is the hair strands quality, and it only affects the hair quality of the characters and especially the main character in the game. As you can see, the hair definitely looks much better with this enabled, but it also one of the most demanding settings here, causing almost a 10 FPS drop when enabled. So make sure to keep this one off if you need more performance on weaker GPUs. Next up is the screen space reflections. It adds bright and glossy reflections throughout the surfaces of the game, and as you can see, it's much more visible in the opening scene of the game, but it also drops a quite a bit FPS, around 5 to 7 on average. So you can keep this off if you want those extra FPS, and you can sacrifice some of the visuals here. Textures quality in this game plays a crucial role in maintaining the stability, as the low textures looks pretty bad, but the normal and the high textures looks almost identical with no real advantage, as you can see on the high textures. But high uses much more VRAM and causes instability, especially if you are VRAM limited. So if you are on 8 GB VRAM or 6 GB VRAM GPUs, make sure to stick with normal. It's completely fine and looks same as high. So shadows quality here also really impacts and depends on the VRAM of your GPU. Just stay with normal or high if you got anything like 6 GB or 8 GB VRAM GPU. Only go to max if you got more than 8 GB like 12 GB. Otherwise it will really impact the stability of the game. So just stick with normal or high. In my testing, I was unable to find any real difference of the VFX quality, but just leave this on normal to avoid any unnecessary performance drop or stutter during heavy combat scenes. And the last thing here is that don't use any ray tracing option if you got anything below 12 GB VRAM, as ray tracing is extremely demanding on VRAM here. So if you got anything like 8 GB VRAM GPU, just completely avoid it, otherwise it will destroy the performance. So now here's a direct comparison of performance between the ultra settings on the left and the optimized settings on the right. As you can see, the game runs much better with those demanding settings being adjusted properly. And also the game now runs much more stable than before. As you can see, the 1% lowers FPS. There's a massive difference between two. And without really sacrificing of this visual quality here, you can maintain and get much better FPS and with much better stability on your GPU. And I will also write all of these important settings down below in the description box of this video so you can see from there as well. So yeah, that's all from my testing. I hope this was helpful, and now you can play the game much better on your GPU and squeeze more performance out of it. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thanks so much for watching again, and bye.
And this? Hey, that's a restricted area. You can't go in there.
Why?
It's an active...